Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of whatever this is, and I have purchased a WorkSharp Kin Onion version, trying it out kind of for the first time, seeing what it's all about. I sharpened up a couple of kitchen knives with it earlier today. But this is going to be my first time I'm going to be sharpening like a, like an EDC knife. I got a couple of knives here that are pretty boogered up. This is a Ganzo G729. I've had this for, I think I've had this for at least a couple of years. As you can see on this blade, I have the edge marked with a marker, so I can tell what I'm doing as far as the sharpening, because I'm going to change the angle of the sharpening angle. I'm going to take it from about, I would guess this is probably in the 20-degree range, and I'm gonna go a little bit more, probably to about 18 degrees or so. This is 440C stainless, supposedly. I guess so. It's a full flat grind, but the thing about this knife is that it's basically just spent its life kind of attacking boxes and opening, things of that nature. Not any kind of heavy duty use of any kind, really. And the blade gets pretty well easily chipped up, buggered up. It holds an edge. It's still sharp, it's still workable sharp right now after all this time, but it does have a lot of chips in the blade from pretty light use. So that's been my kind of my experience with this 440C, or at least the the Chinese low budget version of it anyway. And the other knife is my girlfriend's Rat 2. She pretty much just guts boxes with this too at work. Opens up shipping boxes and stuff. This is AUS 8, and again the exact same thing. Lightly used knife, not really heavily used. It's full flat grind again. Blade thickness, it's not a very thick knife. It's kind of dainty and small. She really likes it, mainly because it's pink. I think that's really the main reason why she bought this knife. Is it's pink. I told her it was a pretty decent knife, and it came in pink. So there you have that. But AUS 8, I would say my experience with AUS 8 has been very similar to the 440C. I think they're really close to one another. This is just opened up boxes. It's all chingered up in the exact same place as the other one, so I would say they're pretty equal. So we're going to try and not make these knives worse, mark up the blades any worse than this. I've cleaned them off, got all the glue and stuff off of them from the boxes, and I'm going to do my best to not mess them up, especially the tips, and film this at the same time. So I'm going to do my best, and I figure I'll start with mine because I really don't care one way or another. But I have the thing set already. I have it set to 20 degrees. Let's see here, 20 degrees. I'm going to back this up just a smidge. I want to go about 18. So let's go to the next mark. There's 18 degrees. So I guess one of the biggest things about the Kin Onion version of the WorkSharp is that it's got a bigger motor, more powerful motor. You can adjust the speed of the motor. The guides are infinitely adjustable, and it's got some attachments you can buy and stuff like that. But I'm going to start out with the coarsest grit, which comes with it, which is the P120 belt. It's this reddish belt. I'm going to start with this because I'm changing the grind. I'm changing the angle of the grind. So I'm only going to have to do this once with this and change the angle of the grind real quick. We'll do a few passes with this and see what we got going on here. And just kind of couple more passes here. Oh yeah. Seems to me like it sharpens or puts a different edge on one side than it does from the other, from kind of looking at it. Okay, ZX22. Okay, so we need to put this one on here. Okay. Alright. Let's go to the next. Which is this one here. This is the medium grit. Once you get these things sharp, you don't have to do as many belt changes on the next go round, supposedly. Okay. Alright, had this one in my hand, so let's just go ahead and whip this one out real quick. That in the frame. There we go. That is feeling pretty good. All the nicks, let me check my glasses off and look. Yeah, all the nicks are gone. So that's looking pretty good. Like I said, point, I mean, I guess you could be critical of the point. The point is, I mean, ever so slightly, if you didn't know what you were looking for, you'd never notice it, but the tip is slightly rounded off on that smaller knife. But I mean, it's slight. You wouldn't, like, if you didn't know what you were looking for, I don't think you'd even notice it. Okay. Okay, take a look at that, guys. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me try a couple more passes on this really fine belt. Is I'm going to strop these two blades real quick with green compound strop and see if it improves the situation. But this is kind of slippery on here, so I just got to keep it from moving. But I'm going to get my angle. It's pretty steep, so I'm just going to go like this. don't know. But anyway, so let's strop this other one real quick. This one's got a more pronounced tip, so it takes a little bit more of a turn. So, see these lines? I don't know if you can see them. See these lines right here? I mean, that looks permanent, you know, unless you polish it out, which I don't care enough to do, but just something to keep in mind. But here's our paper, and I mean, are you kidding me? You know, it is sharp. You see, I wish I was. See, so that's definitely sharp, dude. All right, so let's tip the other side. Let's see if this Ganza. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me get. Well. Anyway, I suck at that paper cutting thing, but let me tell you, this is the sharpest this knife's ever been. Let me tell you what. Holy smokes, that's another level of sharp right there from where the factory had that. Holy moly, that is sharp. I just hope it holds an edge longer, and only time will tell. I'll use this for all my, you know, box opening, all my box killing, box gutting, whatever you want to call it. And we'll see if this edge holds up better or worse than the factory edge. Hey guys, I hope that this video helps you out. Hope it was entertaining. First time I've ever used the WorkSharp. I just thought I would, you know, I would just kind of show it. Me using a WorkSharp for the first time, like I'm just a regular guy. You're just a regular guy. I'm just a regular guy, or you're a regular woman. I'm not a regular woman, but yeah, you get the idea. So this is what you can expect. How hard are they to use? Well, you know, this is kind of, they're not hard to use. They're, you know, they take a little bit of, it's a little bit of a learning curve. Just start with a knife you don't care about, like I did, and just go for it, man. I think I learned, you know, by the time I was done sharpening both these knives, man, I think I was doing really well. So the next time I grab that WorkSharp and I have a more expensive knife, I'm not going to hesitate. It's not going to be a big deal. So anyway, guys, that's enough for me. You guys take it easy. On that end.